Everybody. How's everybody doing? So, we are going to talk this week about the NFL. Haven't talked about the NFL in a while since the Seattle Seahawks playoff run ended last year. We're going to talk about the Seattle Seahawks 2011 schedule. Now, the schedule came out, and I have two big issues with this schedule. I am happy that we're going to be on Thursday Night Football and Monday Night Football, which is awesome. But at the same time, like I said, I got two issues with the schedule. My first one is with the NFL, not the actual schedule itself. The NFL, why exactly are we announcing schedules when, as of right now, we don't even know if there's going to be an NFL schedule, NFL season next year? I don't get this. Pretty much this, in my opinion, at this point, just at this point, on April 20th, 2011, I feel that this gives fans false hope for what is about to happen. Because as of right now, I don't see a deal getting done, a collective bargaining agreement getting done until both sides feel like getting it done. Right now, the two sides can barely stand each other. And I think this is bad because what happens if you have season ticket holders who then all of a sudden see this schedule and they think, oh, they're going to get a deal done, and they put in their season ticket deposit and they buy season tickets, and then there's no season. That's going to put the NFL in a terrible situation. It might be refunds, I don't know, but that will give more bad PR to the fans of the NFL. So, frankly, I don't see the point why we have an NFL schedule when a collective bargaining agreement is nowhere near to being filed and completed. So that's my first issue with this 2011 schedule. My second problem with this schedule has to deal with how the schedule was organized. Now, this rant involves the Pittsburgh Steelers. So before you think that I'm a whiny Seahawks fan, that I'm still living in the past with Super Bowl 40 and how the Steelers won it, the Seahawks blew it, let's go ahead and really try to look at this kind of in perspective, okay? You see, for all you NFL fans, the 12th man hates the Steelers. I've gone to games since Super Bowl 40. Every single time the Steelers are announced, the crowd erupts in boos. We can't stand watching Ben Roethlisberger. We can't stand watching Hines Ward. And that, as much as I hate to admit it, good Pittsburgh Steeler defense. We can't stand you guys. Why? Because every time we see you, it reminds us of our best year and that game, that Super Bowl 40 game. I'm not going to come on here and have the discussion on whether or not the refs gave it to you guys or we played poorly. We've had that discussion. Unfortunately, from my point of view, the Steelers won the game. That's all I'm going to say. But since then, now, I don't think that loss in the Super Bowl is going to be is going to be forgotten. It's never going to be forgotten, and it's never going to be put into perspective until the Seahawks go to the Super Bowl again. We may have to win it, but at least if we go to it again, we'll be able to compare it from our first time going to the Super Bowl. But I think one of the things that can help the 12th man deal with the pain that they have to deal with every time they think of Super Bowl 40, I think what will help is when the Seattle Seahawks actually defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, we had an opportunity to do this in 2007. We went over to Heinz Field and we got shut out, 21-0. That did not help our cause. It did not help our cause. And Steelers, you guys played well that game. And ever since then, The 12th man has waited for years for the Steelers to come to Seattle. And now, if the season starts, we're going to be playing outside of the NFC West. We're going to be playing the AFC North and the NFC East. Well, the last time we played the AFC North, we traveled to Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Cincinnati and Baltimore came to Seattle. Now, if you look at the 2011 schedule, the Seahawks are going to Pittsburgh. And I have an issue with that because unless there's some sort of realignment with the rotating system, shouldn't the Steelers be coming here to Seattle? I mean, because that's ultimately what the 12th man wants. We want to give Ben Roethlisberger, the coaching staff, Hines Ward, the defense, we want to give them everything they can handle. We want to give them that challenge. And we want to see, now this is the big if, we want to see the Seahawks beat the Steelers. And this 2011 schedule does not help us at all. The Steelers are going to host the Seahawks. Shouldn't they be coming here? So, and that also being said, as I take a look at my notes, so this, last time I said, as I said before, we went to Pittsburgh and Cleveland the last time we played the AFC North, and Baltimore and Cincinnati came to Seattle. Why are the Bengals and the Ravens coming to Seattle again, and we have to go to Cleveland and Pittsburgh? This is also screwed up with the NFC East. Last time we played the NFC East, in 2008, Philadelphia and Washington came to Seattle. We went to New Jersey and played the Giants, and we also played on a Thanksgiving game in Dallas. So why are we going there again? And frankly, if you know the answer why this is, go ahead and let me know. Because I'm personally really disappointed in this. Because like I've said, we have waited for a long time to host Ben Roethlisberger and Hines Ward and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And now the NFL is moved this game to Pittsburgh. Okay? I'm not complaining about losing to the Steelers. I'm not complaining about, us going to Pittsburgh in 2007. What I'm complaining about is, isn't it time for the Steelers to come to Seattle? That's what I'm complaining about. And if we do have a season, I will deal with it. I will deal with it. There's nothing I can do. But still, I feel like the NFL got this wrong. They got this wrong big time. Because we should not be going to Pittsburgh, Cleveland, New Jersey, and Dallas. We should be going to Baltimore, Cincinnati, Philadelphia, and Washington. That's how I feel. So, like I said, two big issues with the schedule. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please go ahead and comment below. And we'll talk to you all next week here on the Pugs Thoughts in the Doghouse.